All right, thank you for letting me come in again. So, the last time we met, we introduced this checklist and we talked about your goal.
Mm-hmm.
And if I recall, the goal was to have the children more engaged during the math workshop opening. And we went through this and asked if there was anything you wanted to change about it, and you were happy with the steps. So I guess my question would be is just kind of implementing the questions for effective questioning with the students. How's it going with your math workshop openings?
I think it's going good. I think it's just more about keeping them accountable. It's the same. I mean, it's just about keeping them more accountable. I think it's going good, but I still have some who are playing with the tape on the floor or whatever they do, But I mean, I think it's going good.
Okay, so I think what we talked about, we set a goal, and I think the goal we said was that you would want 80% of them engaged. And we never did come up with a great way to measure that. We talked about, just kind of spot checking and counting and just kind of you noticing. And we never developed a perfect way to do that. I thought we might come up and use clickers. I don't know if you ever used that, but it didn't look like it would work. I didn't like it. So if we're looking at that goal of 80% of them engaged and accountable for the conversation, the opening, where do you think you stand on that? Are we getting close to that 80? Or
I think so. I think
Okay.
we're definitely close. I think it takes a lot of the repeating. So what did you hear so-and-so just say? Because as soon as they hear me say that, they're all like, oh, she's
Right.
going to call on me next. Like,
Okay.
it's going to be me. I better know what they're saying.
Second question there in this one, you use repeat, rephrase, and reach out to them is what really trying to, when that comes, that seems to bring them home.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Because they definitely, I can see some of them are like, oh, wait, she's going to call on me.
So that's when you see the strategy kind of increase the engagement that we're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. So you say you think you're getting close to hitting the goal. The question kind of here is, did we hit the goal? So it sounds like you're getting close, if not hitting it. So if yes, I guess the next step is, and kind of what we're talking about, would you want to change it in any way, refine the practice and narrow down, choose a new goal, or take a break and kind of, let it rest or come back and continue it? Because like you said, you see them improving, but it's still taking a lot for those that are kind of off. So where would we fall? Would it be refine, choose a new goal, or kind of step away for a minute?
I think just continuing.
Continuing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of added something new, 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That accountability, that piece of, hey, what did you hear them say? So they're
Right.
still adjusting to that expectation. Is that fair?
I think so, and it also, even on my end, it's making it consistent. And I mean, we did just have a week off, so they've been out, and so it's like, as today, I'm noticing
Okay.
not everyone's fully paying attention.
Okay.
So it's just, I think consistency is a big piece.
So since we talked mostly about math workshop engagement, I was thinking, kind of as you're saying that, are you implementing, or would it be productive to implement the same strategy of questions in other aspects of the day?
Oh, absolutely.
So is that something you're already doing, or is that something we could continue forward with so that it really becomes an integrated part of their day and a part of your day? So it's that constant, what did you hear said, repeating about directions. Would that be something that you could implement or already are implementing into other aspects of the day?
Yeah, I think I definitely am trying to make sure with reading and math that the strategy's being used in both places. But other than that, with writing, I mean, writing is just writing.
Mhm.
So, but with math workshop and the reading time, I think is when I use this the most.
Okay, anytime there's an opening or a set of directions specifically
Yeah.
to kind of get them to focus in on what's being done.
Like right now we're reading Neil Armstrong, so when we're doing the discussion questions and people are answering well, what did you just hear your partner say?
Okay.
Or even, discuss it with your partner. Now explain what your partner's thoughts were,
I think that's great because it gives them the opportunity not only to repeat what they heard, but also paraphrase it in their own words and kind of internalize that thought. So I think that's fantastic. Is there anything else in this that is, so you're really looking at these 1 and 2, the asking questions and the rephrasing and repeating?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So really these 3, not quite as much, but really focusing on those top 2.
Well,
for
I
the
think to
percentage.
provide sufficient
Yeah.
wait time, that has like its own, I mean, that's done in its own
Okay.
way. Yeah, but mostly the first two.
So we are at the point where it's best for you to kind of continue to refine the practice and continue to use it and make it part of their integrated day and part of your practice, which it sounds like you really are. So I think that it sounds like you're seeing some gains and goals with their engagement in regards to just keeping them attentive in those moments where they kind of have a tendency to play with the string on the floor or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you do have some distractible children who just kind of wander off and they're not focused. So hearing your voice and that phrase, or repeat what you heard seems to pull them back. So I think that's a good place to continue and just let you kind of continue to refine and work with them and get them used to hearing that. And hopefully it turns into more engagement just because they know that's what's expected.
Yes, I think that is the ultimate end goal, is that when they're in here and they know, like, I have to participate.
Right.
And this is what I need to be doing.
Correct. Or I suffer. So in my grades, my understanding when it's time to go work. So I think if you continue the practice, I think you'll keep seeing it because it sounds like you are. It might just be even more targeted towards 2 or 3, and I'm sure you do that too. But the ones that you continue to see wonder, maybe target that a little bit more and give them that opportunity to show what they know because they probably know if they'll focus long enough to hear. Does that sound reasonable as well?
It does.
Okay. All right. So I think that's where we're at. We'll continue forward and chat later.
Sounds good.
Cool.